Hello, hello. Welcome to Uplifted Beauty. I'm Erin. I'm the creator behind Uplifted Beauty. This is a space where we talk about everything from beauty, lifestyle, to self-mastery. And something I haven't talked about in a hot minute is skincare. So today I want to just bust through a lot of the hype that's out there in the industry and give you 3 go-to products that you should really be investing your money in when it comes to getting results with skincare. Now, for those of you who are just joining me, I've been an esthetician since 2014, primarily in medical aesthetics. However, I do have a passion for holistic aesthetics as well. I do believe in trying to use really clean, natural ingredients when possible. And sometimes that's just not always realistic. So I like to cut through the BS. I like to get right to it, really talk to you guys as if what you're spending your money on is what I'm spending my money on, because the industry is just over exploded. I mean, there is so much skincare out there now. I mean, you go to Target and it's like there's the whole section is just like lit up and these like super ultra bright clear LED lights, and everything looks so fun and exciting and enticing. And the truth is, a lot of that's marketing. A lot of that is just hype. So when it comes to skincare, I really like to look at active ingredients, whether that's over the counter, prescription, or medical grade. So you need to look at your actives, what the percentages are, what the main ingredients are, how concentrated they are, and those products need to be able to penetrate to the layers of the skin to actually be able to make a change in the skin. So a lot of times, like I don't work in a clinical setting anymore, but when I did, I would have new clients come in and I would ask them about their skincare program. You know, what are they using? And a lot of times what I would find, actually 9 out of 10 times, is when I would ask the question, are the products changing your skin? Are they giving you the results that you had hoped for? And the majority of the time, what I would find is the products that they were using, they were spending a lot of money on, but they weren't really giving them the results that they need. So I like to simplify things, and I believe in spending money wisely. So I have really like 3 foundational pillars, if you'll call it, when it comes to your skin. And that is to stimulate, correct, and protect. So stimulate, we want to stimulate collagen. So no matter if you're in your early 20s or you're in your late 50s or 60s, we always want to stimulate collagen. So you're going to do that with a retinoid. The second thing is correct, which you're going to do that with a vitamin C. Vitamin C lightens, brightens, and it corrects skin tone irregularities such as pigment, scarring. It can work on that as well. So that is your correct step. And then your protect step is your sunscreen. So those are the 3 pillars. Now, obviously, you're going to need a cleanser. You're probably going to want some kind of an exfoliant. You may have a mask or 2 worked in there. But I would tell you to focus primarily on these 3 steps and invest your money in these 3 steps. And here's the thing. The products I'm going to share with you guys today, you don't even have to spend a ton of money. And where you're going to spend the most money is your retinoid, because that is actually what's going to give you the most bang for your buck. So anytime you use a retinoid, whether that's medical grade or prescription, you're looking to stimulate collagen production. It's actually peeling the skin. So whether you can see it or not, which if you're using a good retinoid, you better be able to see it. You're seeing it actually peel your skin away. So you're getting also exfoliation in there. So it does a lot. So right now I'm using a prescription. I was at my dermatologist getting my annual skin cancer screening, so it was just easy for me to grab a prescription, and she gave me some refills too, which is really convenient. So I'm using Retin-A Micro Gel currently in a 0.04%. I've also used a 0.06 and both work great. The reason why I like a gel is I have oily skin still into my early 40s. So I don't like anything too thick, greasy, occlusive. I don't do well with that. So that's why I like the gel. If you're someone who has normal skin or maybe even dry skin, you probably would do better with some type of a cream or a heavier retinoid. So like a tretinoin, maybe start out with the lowest percentage, which I believe is like 0.025. Always start low and slow. And what I mean by that is a low percentage and slow meaning work your way into it. Like maybe once or twice a week, and then you can move to twice or 3 times a week. Really, you shouldn't need to use your retinoid more than 4 times a week. And if you're someone who has normal to dry, even sensitive skin, you may even want to stick closer to the 2 or 3 day a week mark, versus if you have oily skin, thick skin, really aged skin, then you can definitely get away with doing like 3 or 4 times a week. But more is not always better. As long as you're seeing the cells turn over, you're seeing the peeling, you're seeing the dry skin flake off, that's good. Sadly, you're never going to get away from that. So a lot of people will be like, oh, you can work into it. Yeah, you should work into it just to start to condition your skin to get used to it, but you're always going to have the side effects of it, which is a good thing. Just grab a washcloth or your favorite exfoliator once or twice a week. Don't over exfoliate, and slough away some of the dead skin. Okay, so that's your retinoid. So this one's prescription, but there's a couple that I recommend. I'll link them below. One is from Zio Skin Health, and they have different percentages of retinoids, and they also have different products as well with retinoids in them. But I would start with just a straight retinoid, and they're medical grade, but they are going to have some other like antioxidants and some other beneficial ingredients in them as well. Also, the company called Skin Better, again, another medical grade skincare company, they have a product called Alpha Ret, which is amazing. It infuses glycolic and lactic acid in their formula, and then some other antioxidants in there as well. That is a really good one to start out with if you are just brand new into using like a higher end, nicer quality retinoid, because that product doesn't give you a lot of like visible peeling. I mean, it's happening at a microscopic level, but it's not as much as it would be if you went in straight with like a Retin-A, tretinoin, Retin-A micro, something like that. So that is your stimulate step. The next step is your correct. So the power couple here is vitamin C and retinoid. So your correct step, vitamin C, that is going to lighten, brighten, and tighten your skin. So this is going to be really great for pigment, skin irregularities. It's actually even great for acne if you pick the right formula, which is a product I love. I've been using this for probably 4 or 5 years, and it's Mad Hippie's Vitamin C Serum. And the vitamin C in this is sodium ascorbyl phosphate, which is tolerated by most all skin types. That's one thing with some vitamin C's that people have a hard time with it, like burning their skin or irritation to it, whatever. I don't know anyone who's ever responded negatively to this product. And here's the thing, like when I worked in clinic, like in med spas, I would have reps all the time bringing me $150, $200 vitamin C serums, and they were fine. I prefer this one. This one's under $40, and it also has ferulic acid and hyaluronic acid and sodium hyaluronate, I believe, as well. So it's just a really nice, thin, lightweight consistency vitamin C. And I recommend using this in the morning. I forgot to mention with the retinoid, you should use this at night. The vitamin C, I recommend using it in the morning. And you can use it every day, but this one will start to promote some peeling of the skin as well, just so you're aware. You might want to start a little bit lower and slower with this one too. So maybe every other day for the first week or two, and then work up from there. And the last product I have, which is actually by Mad Hippie as well, is their facial sunscreen. So this is a zinc oxide, and then they've got some other antioxidants in there as well. But I always recommend using zinc oxide. Just make it really clear and easy and clean. You want to avoid using any type of chemical sunscreens. Those actually absorb the rays, and in my opinion, they're not as effective, they're not as safe, and they can cause a lot of irritation to the skin. So I'm going to put up on the screen all of the chemical sunscreens that I'm talking about that you should be avoiding. So this one, again, it's Mad Hippie. It's very affordable. I think it's under $40. It's not greasy. It does have that little bit of a white tint to it. Just because of the zinc, you can't avoid that, unfortunately. And actually, I believe they have a new one that's like a sheer zinc formula. I'll link both. Their products are phenomenal. So then you've got your protect step. Now, of course, this isn't all you're going to be using for your skincare. You're going to have a cleanser, you're going to have a moisturizer, you may have an exfoliant in there as well, meaning like a physical exfoliant. But if you're using a retinoid, you don't really need to be using a lot of other acids. So I guess while I'm talking about this, I would say add a cleanser in, but have it be just a basic cleanser. Don't have it be a cleanser that has salicylic acid, lactic acid, all these other things, because if you're using a high-powered retinoid, you don't need those other acids. So just FYI on that. So hopefully this clears up any confusion that you may have around skincare. I would actually even recommend for you to go on like a non-buying skincare practice for, commit to it for a few months. If you're someone who's like addicted to skincare, buys stuff all the time. I mean, that was me. I was like, I'm either researching skincare, using skincare, buying skincare. That's the way I used to be. And I'm just not. I don't fall for the sexy packaging. I don't fall for the experience. So if you're at Sephora and the shiny products and all this, I just don't fall for the hype anymore because I've truly spent so much money and I study this stuff. So these are products I recommend. Let me know if you've tried any of these. This vitamin C gets tons of great reviews. So a lot of people, when I talk about this one, a lot of people have already heard of it. So let me know if you've used any of these products or if you have any favorites, and then I'll link the ones below that I talked about today. And let me know if you have any questions too. I'm happy to help. Thanks for watching today, guys. I'll see ya on the next video.